Good morning, everyone. And so here we are. For the next few days, I will read a chapter a day of this book called The Mayor of Cabbage Hammock, and it's written by Noonie Brown. And Noonie Brown is a nom de plume. Have you ever heard that before? Nom de plume? I will let you figure out what a nom de plume is, and then you can let me know. All right? Chapter 1, Cabbage Hammock. The mayor of Cabbage Hammock lived far, far away from the busy world, outside the quiet, one traffic light village of Citra on his plantation in North Florida. Not much happened in Citra, but there was always something happening at Cabbage Hammock, and the mayor loved to see it all. After all, that's what mayors do. The mayor was old. He was old with a capital O. Wavy white hair, a crinkled sun-spotted face, and sparkling blue eyes. What I loved the most about the mayor was that he laughed all the time. I always thought he looked a little like a cheeky little leprechaun. "Well, I declare," said the mayor. "It's a beautiful day in God's world today," he chuckled as he stepped outside onto the big porch outside his house. And it was. It was always a beautiful day at Cabbage Hammock, no matter the weather. The mayor believed every single day was a perfect day, whether it was cold, hot, rainy, sunny, blowy, snowing, or anything in between. As he put on his shoes, he sang in a clear, loud voice. "All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful." Well, look at you two," he said, watching the hummingbirds flitting around him. "Are you thirsty this morning?" He got up quickly to check their water bottle. "Oh my goodness, they're bone dry. You just wait right there. I'll be back with some sugar water for you, my darlings. I wonder why Frank hasn't filled them today." And scratching his head, somewhat confused, the mayor walked inside for the sugar water. The first time I heard about Cabbage Hammock, I pictured a hammock tied between two trees filled with round green cabbages. But it's nothing like that. A hammock, I learned, is a place that sits just above marshy land, which is exactly the way his farm was. Cabbage Hammock was the mayor's plantation in Florida, and it sat in the middle of a great big forest of ancient twisted oaks that were draped in Spanish moss. There were also hairy pine trees, huge tall skinny palm trees, and dozens of other kinds of trees. But most of all, there were cabbage palms everywhere. They grew in big clusters and clumps around the house, around the trees, near the trees, below the trees, in the field, by the house, by the gate, by the ponds. They grew everywhere. There were fields and fields of the low squatty ones, then clumps of the great big tall ones. I suppose that's why he called it Cabbage Hammock. Sometimes these cabbage palms grew in the middle of the path to his garage, or they pushed under the gate right by his front door. These were places the mayor didn't particularly want them to grow, but he always ended up laughing about them and walking around them. After filling up the little flower bottles, the mayor returned and hung them up. As he watched, a wide smile creased his crinkly face, and he stretched out his arms to the sky. "This has to be the best day yet." He clapped his hands and laughed. "Thank you, thank you. Now let's go out and see what's happening there in God's world today." And he set off at a brisk walk round the side of the house to the garage, where he kept his little red electric car. And this is the picture of the hummingbirds. And this was illustrated by Tanya Sistar. I hope you enjoyed chapter 1 of The Mayor of Cabbage Hammock. And I hope you're having a wonderful day. I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.